everyone, Stephanie Calhoun here, and I thought I would just take a moment now to answer one of a series of questions as per my request to you the other day, wondering what kind of questions you might have around yoga, Ayurveda, meditation, your personal practice, your teaching practice, and any ways that you might feel I might be able to assist you. So I just returned from an hour dog walk with my two dogs, and of course I'm thirsty. So this got me thinking, why not do it right now? One of the questions came to me from Janelle wondering about the importance of hydration and if I could speak to that. So I'll preface this with the fact that I'm going to speak to this from an Ayurvedic perspective, just so you have an idea of the lens I'm looking at this through. So as an Ayurvedic practitioner, I am actually qualified to give people advice on food or nutritional intake. So this doesn't make me a dietitian. I'm not claiming to be a dietitian in any way, but also to know that it's not outside of my scope of practice, so to speak about this. So just a little bit of information around what Ayurveda is. So it's an ancient medical system, about 5,000 years old, and it looks through a lens, so to speak, of a 5-element theory, that all things in the universe, including ourselves, are made of 5 elements: ether, air, fire, water, and earth. So since we're all comprised of these elements, we get broken down into 3 basic categories of individuals, although we could be up to 7 kind of makeups of how we combine in our own unique snowflake type pattern of elements to be who we are as unique individuals. So these 3 main kind of categories are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So 2 of these categories contain water element as a dominant source, but the most dominant source would be Kapha. So what's interesting is right now we're in Kapha season, where there's more water in the atmosphere. Here we've had a couple of weeks where we've gone back and forth from sunshine to rain, and we know that we need extra rain now to help nourish the ground and enable the trees to grow and all the beautiful flowers to come out, and of course to clear away the snow that we just got away from. So for nature, there's a natural dominance of water in nature right now, and in us there might be a natural dominance of water right now. Meaning you might feel things like being a little more mucousy, a little more congested, maybe some more swelling in the hands or feet, things of this nature, sort of showing up like there's more water present in the body. You may be sweating a little bit more now when you're physically exercising versus middle of winter when the temperatures are colder, for example. So as far as hydration goes, if we each have a different amount or percentage, we'll call it, without getting too numberish, but if we each have a different percentage of water in our constitution, that means that from an Ayurvedic perspective, each of us are going to need a different amount of water intake. Now I know Canada's Food Guide and various recommendation sources will cite that we need between 8 to 10 glasses of 8 ounces of water per day, and that's great, fantastic. However, the Ayurvedic viewpoint would indicate that some of us actually need a little bit less water, meaning if you already have a lot of water in your nature, in your genetic makeup, then you may not need as much water in your daily diet as someone who has no water present. Remember I said there were 3 constitutions, 3 main ones, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha? Well, Pitta is fire and water, so they have water, but they tend to be more heated than watery as in retaining. Kaphas tend to retain water, whereas the Vatas, there's no water really as a dominant source in their constitution, so if you're made up of ether and air, chances are you're pretty dry. Your colon might be dry, your skin may be dry, hair may be dry, mouth may be dry, etc. So if you happen to be of a Vata constitution, then more water intake would be recommended. So the basis of this whole scope or lens that I'm looking through has a particular tagline, you could call it, or an underlying theme. That is, like increases like and opposites decrease. Meaning if you contain a lot of water element, you don't need an excessive amount of water intake throughout the day if you're showing signs of a lot of water in your system, either by your constitutional makeup or you're just feeling more congested lately. Now, the opposite of that, opposites decrease, Meaning, if you do happen to be showing signs of excess water in your nature right now, or that's been a problem for you, then maybe a little less water. That doesn't mean dehydrate yourself. Nothing is an extreme. We all need water. It's vitally important for our lymphatic and blood flow. It's also vitally important for the health of our skin, our bones, our organs, the function of our organs. So please don't assume that I'm saying not to drink water or to avoid water. That's not the case at all. We need to drink water. And if you're actually thirsty, that indicates you're already deficient in water. So make sure you're drinking water regularly. In a perfect world, in an Ayurvedic lens, you would be sipping warm water, at least room temperature, if not a little warmer, with a little bit of lemon to help stoke your digestion and help optimize the function of the organs, not just with the water, but with stoking that internal fire that we call Agni. So if this has been useful to you, please feel free to drink up. Cheers. And if you are interested a little bit more in Ayurveda and the background of that or what that means, or perhaps finding out what your true nature is, please visit my website, www.enlightensatori.com, and just click on the Ayurveda tab under More. And there you can scroll down, click on Take the Quiz. You can download the PDF, take the quiz for yourself, find out what your true nature is. Have a great day and enjoy some water, enjoy some sunshine, get out in nature, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.